Hey, I got Eric Saltrick from Steele Rubber Products in the shop with me today. How you doing, Eric?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here, man. Boy, you guys make a lot of black stuff.
That would be rubber.
That would be rubber, yes.
That would be rubber.
And it's in the name. It's in the name of the company.
It is in the name.
But you've made these products for a long time and for an incredible date range of vehicles. I mean, back to the 20s, which everybody expects.
That's what most folks expect from us, but we also make parts up through the 90s as well.
Which is amazing, and you know, these cars need rubber too. Rubber breaks down.
Rubber breaks down over time, and it needs to be replaced to protect your car from moisture, from ozone, from...
The elements.
The elements,
You
exactly.
want to keep those outside the car.
That's what we hope, and we also hope that when you replace the obvious stuff, the trunk, the door, the windshield gasket, that folks don't forget the small parts, the detail parts, and we make those too. We make the bumpers, the grommets, lock pillar filler,
okay.
A lot of these things that are sometimes overlooked, but they're just as important to how your car performs as the big stuff.
But that's what is that?
That is a headlight gasket.
Okay. I would expect that. Yeah. Now you also, you know, a lot of these products, I don't think people realize that they're not just rubber in some cases. Something like this, which actually has a brass backing to it.
That's correct.
And that's how it came originally.
That's how a division post bar like that originally came, and brass just performs better over time. It doesn't corrode as easily, and you may not see it in the part because it's covered with the rubber.
But it needs to be there.
It needs to be there.
Well, what are some of these other babies here?
Well, you know, right here in front of us is a door weather strip, and I point that out because it's a great example of how we manufacture our parts. There's a lot of work that goes into this part. There's a lot of pieces to this part.
Absolutely.
As you can see, there's the pins that are in here that have to be placed just right, and we actually have somebody who does that by hand.
But these are placed where the holes in the car are.
Exactly, so you don't have to guess.
That's really nice.
We don't like guessing.
Well, and this is, I know from previous experience, I mean, these are complex extrusions, and this is actually two different materials right here, for example, right?
It absolutely is. We use EPDM rubber, which please don't ask me what that stands for.
But it's that kind.
It's important. But this is a molded end that's on both sides that is then molded to a sponge rubber extrusion. And so this is multiple processes to make just one part.
And these parts, the vast majority of them are made right in your facility in North Carolina, right?
They are. I'm glad you pointed that out. The majority of our parts are made at our facilities in North Carolina. So if you call us or you stop by, you can actually have somebody go put their hands on your part.
And just like they put it on there many times in the past.
Absolutely.
Now, a few other bits, all sorts of different shapes. Peel and stick, is that something new for you guys, or?
It really is. It kind of answered a problem that a lot of folks had, you know, with the customization in the industry now, and the chopping and cutting, and whether it's a hot rod or a resto mod or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes
it's been changed.
Yeah, it has. And even though we have 10,000 parts, we may not have the one that
you just created.
Exactly. So these peel and stick parts can be used anywhere on your car. Whether it's metal, fiberglass, they're very easy to use. You just peel the backing off after you've cleaned the car, of course, and they'll stick and adhere.
And it holds.
And it holds, and it's made with the same process and procedures we use on our other parts.
That's fantastic. And it's so important to keep the elements out and just have that wonderful environment in.
That is, you know, you spend a lot of time, I know you do with your cars, and I know so many other people do. You know, you spend time on the painting and the trim and the kind of fun, sexy parts like that, and you sometimes forget the rubber, which protects those parts.
So this black stuff, it's important.
It is very important.
Well, hey, if you want to learn anything more about this black stuff, also called rubber from Steele Rubber Products, log on to myclassiccar.com. Yeah, I want all that bad stuff out. I want all the good stuff in.
I want to help you with the good stuff.
You're that kind of guy.
For a complete selection of nostalgic performance products, cruise over to EggySpeedShop.com.